Welcome to Farmer Wants a Wife, the thrilling Corn-Clusion. So this is the season finale for season 4, and as exciting, what a roller coaster ride this season has been. The finale was very acclimatic and just really boring, just to be completely honest. The only drama came in the form of Brittany. We'll get to her in just a minute. Poor baby. But yeah, everyone else was just kind of chill at the end, including Brayden, who broke Brittany's heart. But more on that guy in a minute. So, since the finale was just very boring in my opinion, I thought we could do something a little fun to wrap up the series and my reviews of it. And we are going to be looking into the astrological synastry of our winning couples on Farmer Wants a Wife Season 4. So let's get started with Brett and Quinn, who I believe was the best couple in this season. They had chemistry like right off the bat. Quinn brought out Brett's goofiness and his softer side, and I really love that. And they have a very mature relationship that is based on being silly, and I really love that about them. Also, him and Hannah ended things on very good terms. They had a nice hug. They said they're going to be BFFs forever, and it just kind of shows Brett is a standout guy. But when he's in the running with these two chuds, I can see why he would look like Prince Charming. So let's get started on their astrology. Brett being born on January 4th, 1990, an Aquarius man. And Quinn being born on May 14th, 1999, being a Taurus lass. Excuse me, Brett is a Capricorn man. Sorry to all you Capricorns out there. I did not mean to misunderstand that. Him being from Savannah, Tennessee, and her being from Buell, Idaho. Quinn is an esthetician. I think I said that right. Specializing in skin rejuvenation. I was reading some articles on her to get some of her background for this video, and one quote that stood out to me was how when she revealed the news that she was going on Farmer Wants a Wife to her mom and sister, she says, quote, "They were shocked, but not shocked that I would go on a reality TV show." That pretty much sums up Quinn in one quote. She's a very goofy girl, and she brings that out of Brett. And I see this in their chart as being her Venus in Aries conjunct his moon in Aries. And Aries kind of get a reputation for being hard asses, but they're very funny people because they speak exactly what's on their mind. And it was that forthrightness that kind of guided their relationship throughout the season. So they're still together. I think there's rumors of an engagement. Please correct me if I'm wrong. That might just be hearsay and gossip. But they do really kind of jive. But with each couple in this video, I want to have a positive or harmonious aspect. For example, their conjunct, their Venus and Moon conjunct. And also, I want to do a more challenging aspect. For example, her moon in Capricorn square his moon in Aries. This can be, the moon of course rules the mother, the early life, parents, early childhood, because it is in the sign of Cancer. And I see this as Brett's parents being absent from what we see on TV. And again, this could be because they don't like being on television. I completely understand it. They could be like Ozzy Osbourne's eldest daughter. Completely understandable. But it did stand out to me, like with all of the families having their parents present, it was his best friends who were the ones coming to the meet and greet to meet the girls. And this can clash with this aspect with how she was raised and her parents. And we see her mom being very protective of her, not wanting her to leave Idaho. And this is kind of clashing with Brett's, I guess, absentee parents, at least what we see on the TV cameras. I don't personally know these people. This is just what I see and how I go full, Stabler and Benson on these people. Also, him, like, pushing her to move, out to Tennessee and not really giving her an option, not really compromising. But they are still in a long-distance relationship, which means she did not compromise that part of herself. Her being in Capricorn. You're not going to tell a Capricorn woman what to do. Okay, she's a mountain goat. Literally, the greatest of all time. So, but that being said, I think their relationship has progressed, at least how I'm looking at this as a fan of this reality TV show. We don't really know people, until we meet them and get to know them. But I really love them, and I wish them the best. I really hope they have a happy engagement and a happy marriage, if that's what they want, because they really click. I like this. They're a cute couple. So let's move on to Sean and Emily. And I dog-talk Sean all through the series. And I believe in the last episode he was kind of a prince, but that's only because he was next to Brayden, who was being a complete POS. And as much as I dog-talk Sean, he is very young. He is 22. And he has a lot of his ego getting the shit kicked out of it before he grows up. So Emily is an event coordinator from Brooksville, Florida, and she's also a blabbermouth Aries. Aries have no filter. They're going to say exactly what's on their mind. And that was her just pretty much telling the other girls straight up that she was Sean's pick, that Aries confidence. I mean, I would like just a quarter of it in my life. She is an Aries sun. He is a January 26, 2003 baby. So he is an Aquarius. Aquarius and Aries get along very well. I'm an Aquarius. I have lots of Aries friends and loved ones. So Emily is an event coordinator from Brooksville, Florida, and she is one of 2 winners in this series who is an event planner or coordinator. Again, seeing her like being a take-charge Aries, a take-charge person, I think that's what Sean needs in his life. He needs a strong woman to teach him things and kick the shit out of his ego. He needs a good, healthy dose of that. And again, how he let Carson down was very classy. It was very mature, and it was very thoughtful of her feelings. Again, I'm sorry, Sean. I guess I don't really owe you an apology because you did some shitty things in the series, which we're about to get to. So, the Pluto, his Pluto in Sagittarius is conjunct her ascendant, Emily's ascendant in Sagittarius. Now, Pluto is, of course, the planet of obsession, control, being a complete master of someone else's will. And that is conjunct with her ascendant, which is like your life force, the energy you give out into the world. And again, with Emily being an Aries, you're never going to control them. You're never going to tell them, like, you're going to do this for me. Hell no. Like, they are in control of their own life. And you see Sean's, obsessive control and manipulation and gaslighting of these women throughout the season, which I do not forgive him for. He did some shitty things. But with Emily, he never got that over on her. She just did the Uno reverse card on him every time. She's like, oh, you're going to gaslight and manipulate me? Well, I'm going to do it back to you. And I think it's good for him. So as far as a harmonious aspect between them, I'm going to say his Neptune in Aquarius sextile her Venus in Aries. And I put in my notes, this can create a warm, loving, and nurturing home. And that's, for one thing, I'm saying for Sean, and I say this in all seriousness, he really wants to get out of the shadow of his rich parents and make a life for himself, which he's yet to do as far as I see, but it's what he wants. And I see Emily as that person who can do that with this aspect. So finally, let's move on to the big kahuna aspect of this season finale shit show, and that is Brayden, the June 1st, 1999 Gemini baby, choosing Casey, who is also an Aquarius, January 24th, 1998, from Knoxville, Tennessee. So Brayden, he's been duplicitous, he's been choosing women over the ones who are already there in the series, and just being generally shitty. But compared to a manipulative person like Sean, he kind of looked like a prince, which really surprised me that he would be this crappy at the end of the series. How he let down Brittany was completely classless and pretty much trashy. And yes, I'm with her. He did lead her on. He did say, you know, if you're willing to give up everything and move to this corn and soybean farm in the middle of Illinois, which is fine as long as that's her choice, he's like, yes, I'll choose you. You'll be my forever person. And then he turns around and chooses Casey, all the while he's telling her the same thing. And I'm like, bro, just be honest with Brittany. Just say, I don't want you because, not because I don't like you and I don't think you'd be a good partner, but because my parents and all the people I know don't approve of you. Once again, it's just Brayden and the complete inability to lead or take accountability in his own life. And I just want to say, Brittany, if you're listening to this girl, which I doubt, but it would be really cool if you were, you dodged a bullet, honey. You dodged a bullet. Okay, you did. He's not a prize. But anyway, let's get to Casey and how I think that might play out between them. And I want to say all these couples are still together, but they've only been together for roughly a year, which is not a very long relationship. And I want to say all of the people, the couples who got together in season 3, none of them are together. So, I don't know. We'll see how this one goes, I guess. Casey is an events coordinator, okay, from Knoxville, Tennessee, very much like Emily. And she is a soccer star queen from her time in college and high school. So she's a very independent woman. She's doing her own thing, making her own money, living her own life. And again, her and Brittany had both careers of their own. They very much wanted to maintain that, which makes Brayden even trashier by saying that's his reason for dumping Brittany. Venus, her Venus is in Capricorn, and it is opposite his Venus in Cancer. Now, an opposition is challenging, but it's a mirror energy. You are seeing what you want in that person, or what you are in that person. I put in my notes, he wants her as part of his legacy, a chapter in his book where he is the main character, but she jealously protects her own career, legacy, life force, and identity. And I see, like, that's butting heads, but also growing. And I hope Brayden can grow, given his behavior in the season finale. The only thing I legit remember Casey for is not even anything concerned for herself. It's her dad being freaked out by Corn, and her mom giving Brayden a riddle like a trickster in a Grimm's fairy tale to get her daughter's hand in marriage. That's literally the only thing I remember about Casey. But then her Mars in Aquarius trines Brayden's Mars in Libra. And this is like, yes, they both want to be the stars of the show. Like, and I believe with this trine here, this harmonious aspect, you know, both with his Mars in Aquarius and her Libra in Mars, it's like they're giving each other a nod of understanding. Like, they both want to preserve their identity. And again, maybe Casey can bring it out of Brayden. She seems like a real nice gal. So, you know, congrats to all the couples from Farmer Wants a Wife, you know, season 4, episode 8. I wish you all the best. I truly do. Brayden, I apologize, but I really don't, because how you dumped Brittany was trashy, man, and that's just how it is. That's my opinion. So, guys, it's been fun. I've really enjoyed this. This is the first reality TV series that I have seen through to the end, and it's been a blast. And thank y'all, whoever's listened along with me, watched the show along with me. Y'all have a great one, and hopefully we will see y'all in season 5. Or maybe not. I need a break. I think I'm going to go rewatch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives now, and The Golden Bachelor. So we'll see y'all later. Love you.